Yes, welcome everyone to our Sister to Sister Connection talk show. My name's Leticia Campbell, and I got my fabulous sister, Miss Twonta Davis Jones. We both co-host the show together, and we know that you guys have definitely been missing us, and we have been missing you. So this is the breakthrough season 11 of our Sister to Sister Connection talk show, and we're going to come at you with some heavy hitting topics for the next 10 weeks. And you guys know our motto. Our motto is spirituality, stability, and what? Sisterhood. So if you want more of that, definitely this is the show for you to watch every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How you feeling, Twonta?
I feel good.
Yes.
I do. I feel real good, y'all. I'm just tired.
Girl, we were just on here in the green room before we started going live. We were talking about our church responsibilities. That you guys know, Twonta is in ministry. She just got her what is it like a certification,
license as a minister.
Yes, in ministry during our last season. And I'm not, minister, but I'm like more involved in the church now that I have 5 children. Well, I've always had 5 kids, but I have 2 that are acolytes, 2 that are ushers, and Tori ain't doing nothing but yelling and screaming during service time. She actually went to
her job. That's her ministry.
Yes. She was sleeping the whole service last Sunday, Twonta, and people thought that I left her home. I'm like, no, she's right here. Like, oh my gosh, no wonder it was so quiet this Sunday. She's like the youngest member.
Like, everybody like missing her because they want to hear her.
I know, like they didn't hear her at all. So it's like kind of like, wow, she's super quiet, but really she was just sleeping.
That's so cute.
Even the pastor had to come and give her communion and bless her while she was napping. But yeah, guys, y'all share what you guys have done these past 2 weeks. And we're off for 2 weeks because whenever we're doing a season, we take off 2 weeks in the middle. And we were definitely off. So y'all share with us in the chat, what did y'all do for this past 2 weeks? And share this out. That's something we're going to start asking more. We want you guys, we give y'all some good information. And we want you guys to definitely feel free to share this out. Tag someone in here that needs to hear this information. So without further ado, okay, Twonta, what are we talking about tonight?
Let's go!
Yes!
Let's go, y'all. Did I get y'all? Did I shake y'all a little bit?
That's somebody jumped up a little bit.
That's right. This is, ladies, I was thinking about it last night, like 11 something at night. I was half asleep, but it came to me perfectly though. I was like, okay, so we're in the latter part of summer because next month is August, of course, as we know, but that's also back to school month, right?
Yeah.
So technically there are a lot of people who are going to start school in August. So August is like September for them in a sense. It's like a beginning of fall for them.
Right.
In a sense, right? So being as though we just started this brand new season, we're at season 11, y'all. Season 11. Get excited about that.
Yes, please.
Here for like 10 weeks. I think that's our longevity point to, throughout the season. By the time we finish this season, it will be almost fall. We already be in September.
Yeah, it'll be like the middle of September.
Right. It'll be before my birthday. I know that for sure.
Yes, honey. About September, honey. Yes.
Okay. And, school has already started. Fall season is already getting started. Everything's, getting out, football season, all that stuff. So I was like, okay, y'all, we need to really need to get going.
Right.
Just start doing what we said we wanted to do since beginning of this year, right?
Right.
We don't need to continue to wait until September or after September 7th or whatever. We need to start now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said, wouldn't it be a great time to start this right now with the let's go kind of thing.
Let's do this.
Together, when they get in the little.
Yeah, it reminds me of like halftime in football. It's like they get into that huddle, and this is the time for you to get into that little huddle and say, okay, now we need to just formulate a game plan and let's go and take action.
Exactly. That's it. That is all what it's going to be about tonight. So let's go and get this thing started. I'm excited.
Absolutely. And right after this show, we are going to be doing our Afterglow tonight. So Therese will be putting in the link for you guys to join us. And if you don't know what the Afterglow is, it's a great opportunity for you to come on after the show. All are welcome. And we dive more, a little bit more deeper into tonight's topic. And we also discuss whatever you guys feel the need to discuss. So definitely come on after the show and with our private link and fellowship along with us. So let's go ahead and break up the first point.
Yeah, so let's go, ladies. So what do I want you ladies to do to get this thing going, to get it pumping and get it growing and going and all that good stuff? The first thing, ladies, is do it for the cause. That's the number the number one point. Do it for the cause. So let me ask you this, ladies. What is your cause? What is it? What is it that got you started in the first place? Right?
Yeah.
Is it your kids? You know, maybe it's your kids. They are the reason why you started this plan, that started this venture, started this, you know, this financial endowment or whatever you want to call it, to get your kids prepared for school this coming season. Some of you probably have high school graduates and you've been prepping and planning for college. Some of you probably got college kids, you know, that's already finishing up their, you know, their last year in college and what have you. But you have a cause. There's a method to the madness as to why you've been doing what you've been doing. But you've been slacking. You've been slowing down a little bit. You know, life happens. You know, life happens is something that is just solely, you know, totally beyond our control. And depending on the situation, on the issue, it can slow us down a bit. It can put us on a halt. It can put us in a mental state where it's not really comfortable or what have you. And sometimes we have to second guess our purpose and our reasons and all this other stuff. And, you know, we don't think about it. We just like, you know, I think I just have to just wait until when things get better or when my finances look better or whatever. But no. This should be the reason. My cause is, you think about it, your kids. My cause is, well, I definitely want to have a retirement plan for me and my spouse. So I'm going to continue on working this business, right? She said, oh, hey, driving now. Mine was retirement.
Wow.
I was just saying that, right? I was just saying that. Retirement, right? That's your cause. And ladies, you need to keep moving on because you may have accelerated to some point. One person said, I'm resetting now, investing in my business, as you should.
Period.
Good, right? So that's what it is, ladies. Whatever your cause is, let's go. Go do it. Keep doing it. Don't slow down. This is not the time to slow down, even though this is a summer vacation, but this isn't, you know, like your summer vacation. This is preparation for what's coming up next. Because when September gets here, you know, that's when a lot of people go back into the position of starting over. Right. Things. You need to be ahead of that.
Right.
You need to be ahead of that. When they start something new, you already passed that. Now you get to the midpoint of your cause, of your reason why. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Do it for the cause. What you got to say, my sister?
Well, this is definitely the time for you not to step back. Hey, yes, faith, family, and future. That's right. It's the time for you to step up. I see a lot of people sort of stepping it back, taking it easy, reevaluating, resetting, do all these things. And now, but it's not time for all that. It's time for you to say, I need to step it up. I need to kick it up a notch. Whatever you was doing, you need to do more of, and just step up and do what you have to do. Because if you want to really activate your cause or accomplish your cause or reach whatever cause or goal that you want to set for yourself this year, you got to step it up. And let me tell you something. Stepping up, you're going to have a lot of fear come in your place. You're going to have a lot of things that's going to happen that's going to make you want to scale back. But what does Luke 10:2 say? Luke chapter 10. Let me pull it up, honey. Luke chapter 10, verse 2. My pastor was talking about this a couple of summers ago, and I've been talking about this all week this week. Teresa will tell you. My pastor was literally preaching his behind off of Luke chapter 10, verse 2. And it says, the harvest is plentiful. That means God has so many blessings already made for you, already set for you, things that you have not even possessed yet, but the workers are few. So what does that mean? There's not a lot of people are doing the work. There's not a lot of people doing the laboring that they have to do in order to accomplish their goals, reach their goals, right? Set forth their dreams, stepping it up, right? And doing it for their cause. You gotta put in the work.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what I gotta say about that.
That is good. That is good. Yes, ladies.
Uh-huh.
We can't continue to slack. We can't continue to say, "Oh, but I still got a little bit more time before
Uh-huh.
we
We always
start."
think that. We
Yeah,
got more time. We got more time. No, you don't.
we don't have no time.
You
We got
don't.
time, y'all. Look, it's already July, y'all. Okay, we pretty much in the middle of the month of July. Seriously.
Yes.
So that lets you see how time is just going, and it's not going to
Yes.
stop for you or anybody for that matter. So you really need to just not continue to fall back into that comfortness or uncomfortable lies, because you're lying to yourself. That's basically what
Mm-hmm.
it is, right? You just need to take what you have, take action on that, and
Yep.
just keep doing what you were doing before vacation start. Continue to do it again. Keep going. So by the time retirement kicks in for you and your spouse, you can take a breather and say, "Whew, I'm at
Uh-huh.
rest," right? Because you did what you were supposed to do,
That's right.
right? And for your kids, as far as the
Mm-hmm.
financial is concerned, you want your kids to have a better life than you did. You
That's
want your
right.
kids to be financially set, right? You don't want them to struggle. You don't want them to fill out loans. You don't want them to do the things that you had to do. Unfortunately, you
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You would do whatever means that's, even if it is your entrepreneurship businesses, whatever that may be. I know it may be a slow in progress for your business, but you keep on pursuing that,
Keep on doing it.
pushing that, right? One person says, "Don't settle. Faith without works is dead." Absolutely,
Yes.
right? Faith without works is dead, ladies.
Yep.
But you also gotta be consistent. You cannot be slacking, and you can't just depend on God to do it all for you. That's the
Yep.
thing too. A lot of us get this misconception that God's going to do it for me. Yeah, He will do it for you now, but He expects you to do your part.
That's
You
right.
got to do your part as well. Okay, so let's make that happen. So let's go to number two.
Number
Number
two.
so number two, my darlings. What I mean by this is move where you fit in.
Yes.
Move
Yes.
where you fit
I
in.
love that.
Okay. You know where you fit in. There's a lot of us, we want to go ahead and take the easy route. We want to go ahead and just say, you know what? I'm just not going to deal with all this A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm just going to do A. I'm going to go M, and I'm going to do Z because I'm ready to
Right.
get this thing done. I'm ready to make it happen. I'm ready to get my business notice. This, that,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But okay, yeah, you may get to your A, M, and Z, but you're still missing a lot of the nutrients. You're missing a
Right.
lot opportunities. You're missing a lot of knowledge. And then after a while, your business, your plan is going to plummet. It's going to fall down, baby, because you don't have
That's right.
solid foundation for that. So don't cheat yourself like that.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do that to yourself. You need to move where you fit in. You fit in
Amen.
the narrow way. You fit in
Yep.
the way. It may be long and it may seem boring, but I'm telling you, it's so
That's right.
impacted
Consistency.
with
Yeah.
so much information. It's impacted with so much wealth and
Right.
knowledge. It is impacted with so much favor
Yes.
for your life. I'm telling you from experience, and I know
Yes.
Letitia's going to tell you the same thing.
Yes, I
So
am.
don't you dare cheat yourself
Don't do
by
it.
jumping from A to C, because you see somebody else's progress, you see somebody else's work, you see where they elevated at, and you want to get there because you've been trying to get there for the past 5+ years. Well, you
That's
don't
right.
know that person's story. You don't know how long it took them to get to where they are right now. It may have taken them 20 years for them to
Oh,
get there, but I
yes. Yes.
guarantee you, they did not cave in and quit. They thought about it. It was close,
Yep.
right? But they still kept going. They still kept
Mm-hmm.
persistent. They stayed consistent, right? So move where you fit in. You know where you belong. And I know it doesn't feel comfortable. I know that's not what you have seen yourself doing, but baby, if you stay there, I'm telling you, will get there. You got to
Yep.
stay there to get there. That's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm. Gotta stay there to get there. And another thing is that stop shortchanging yourself. Okay,
That's
when you're moving where you are fitting in, know that you are qualified enough to one, charge your worth.
yeah.
Okay, two, and walk confidently in your gift. I was just talking to one of my clients today, and she was like, do I have to get all these certifications? Do I have to get all these things? I said, one of the things that people have told me time after time, and many of y'all who are watching this have heard this as well, is that God will make room for your blessings. He will make room for all the things that you know, learn, and have experiences. So you don't have to go through these huge leaps and bounds to feel like internally that you qualify when spiritually you are qualified. Because some of us are in a certain area in our lives where where we do have that caliber and confidence, but we don't really have that belief in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, move where you fit in, work with what you have. I
Yeah.
think that's vitally important because you can do like the Bible says, do so much with that mustard seed. You can do so much with what it is that you have right now. We always want more, right? When we come,
Yeah.
what I mean by that is sometimes we want more before we get moving. And God is really telling you to move with what you have right now so you can get that next step. So if you want more confidence, start getting out there and working your business and charging, because it's on the other side of that transaction that God is going to give you that confidence. He's not going to give it to you right now where you are if you've been stuck and procrastinating, things like that, and you're not moving in the capacity. I always tell my clients all the time, move and let God do the increase. I'm going to show up and let God do the increase, because he's the one that's going to do it, right? So if I'm going to sit here and I'm going to work my business, I'm going to show up every day, I'm going to follow up, I'm going to get out there and do what I have. I know automatically that you know what, God's going to increase this. He's going to pour he's going to blow his wind on. He's going to pour his blessings on. He's going to do what he has to do. But some of us want more, but not willing to do the work. And that's what Luke 10:2 means. We want so much, but we're not willing to labor, right? To get the harvest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're moving on dry land. We're not being motivated, waiting for people to motivate you, right? You waiting for people to come by your house, motivate you, pop up on your computer, motivate you. You motivate yourself. You move where you are at. And if nobody else is moving around you, you be that one to move. That sometimes we do that. We don't have a buddy or somebody to hold us accountable, then we're not going to do anything. No, sometimes the people around you will hold you back.
Yep.
They will. Sometimes you're waiting for that sister friend to get out there and buddy up with you. And really, she may be lacking something that you need when you really should collaborate people who had a higher capacity than you. Okay, so that's my tip on that.
That's excellent. And let me ask you this question, ladies. Where do you fit in?
Yes. Where do you feel that you fit in?
Where do you feel that you fit in? Do you see yourself sitting at the head of the table? Is that's where you fit in right there, as the head of the table, as the CEO of your empire? Or do you see yourself fitting in at the table with the rest of the commoners? With the rest of the people that are just not willing to move to the next level. They're just sitting there and just taking up the seat. They're just sitting there and just going up the seat, but they're not willing, or they're not making the effort to try to move to the next level. So there's a huge difference. You may be in that same conference room, in that same environment, but there's a different level. There's a different mindset. You have followers, but you need a leader. Are you a leader or are you a follower? Because if you want to be a leader, that means you have people in your circle that is looking up to you and they're following your lead. That could be your children, that could be your spouse, that could be your sister, your brother, anybody, So you got to understand that you are on a whole different level right now. Okay. You don't want to go ahead and be a follower, and you don't want to cheat yourself either. Because when you cheat yourself, that means you just going ahead and just want to get all of the glory, get all of the money, get all of the fame, but yet you're not being studious enough to sit there and really labor into the teaching, into the knowledge of what is there for you. Because what you're going to receive is going to take you to another level, but it's also going to be teachable for somebody else. So you got to understand that there's a place for you, but you got to decide where you want to sit at. And it's just real talk on that. So let's move to number three. Number three. Yes, baby. Number 3 is work with your leftovers.
Work with your leftovers.
Talking about that. Work with your leftovers. My sisters, it's okay to work with the scraps you got. Even if it's 5 scraps, trust me, God can make those 5 scraps turn into 1,000.
Yes, He can.
Multitude of people. Okay, so you don't need to continue to throw away your scraps or brush it off to the side and say, this ain't nothing, this ain't gonna help me none. How do you know that?
How do you know that? You don't know that.
To help you. right? You'll be surprised of the stories that you will hear from these entrepreneurs, these successful millionaires and billionaires that will tell you that they literally started with little to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They just had an idea and they went with it. They
They
didn't even
ran
know
with it.
how it was going to work. They just went with it. Some said it worked, some said it didn't, but they had to improvise. They had to add in, they had to take away, they had to pull in, whatever they had to fix it up. But they kept going and they used what they had.
Yes.
You
Yes.
got to work with your leftovers. Stop, and walking away from it and say like, "Oh, this is not good enough. I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that." And in due time, you will get those things.
You will get those things. It will make sense.
But now, trust me, you're not empty-handed. You're not empty-handed.
Never.
A lot of us crazy misconception that, well, I don't have what this person has. They started with this, they started with that. So yeah, they may have, but they still lacking some things that they still need in order to make that corporation grow. Okay, in order to make that dream come to fruition, they still need some extra hands. Okay, so likewise with you need to work with what you got, and then you continue to grow or elevate. You'll get that extra. You get what you need from that point on.
Amen.
Never throw away your leftovers.
Don't do it.
Ever throw away the scraps that you have. That little bit that you got can change your whole life. It could change your business. It could change your finances. It could change your relationship. It could change you as a person, as a businesswoman. I'm telling you from experience, y'all. What you got now, work with it. I'm telling you.
Work with it.
Because let me tell you something.
Sorry. A lot of the stuff that you feel that is leftovers and scraps and not useful for where you're going, other people take that and hit the ground running with it.
Come through.
Other people will do something with it. One thing that you're like, oh no, that didn't work out. I ain't gonna, I was left with that. I was left with those wounds and left with those this and that. And then somebody else would turn it around and do something with it. And that's important for us to realize and know that. And I was just talking to one of my clients earlier today. I said, listen, and you was talking about perfectionism just a second ago, Twonta.
Yes.
And she's like, I want to get it like this. I want to do this like that. I said, do you want to be perfect or profitable? Because God blesses the imperfect. I don't want to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because who's perfect? God. Only God is perfect. None of us, none of y'all in the sound of my voice, neither myself or Twonta is perfect. We're showing up to you guys every week with flaws, right? With setback, with some guilt, with some mistakes, with all the things that we show up on a week-to-week basis. And we do this show. And we had to say, we don't got lighting, we don't have mics, and we don't have this or that. Right. We wouldn't be doing this show. But God blesses, God blesses the imperfect people. Because the only person that's perfect is Him. So I feel like in my mind that when people say that, you, as a human being, as your own internal self, you are imperfect, it tells me that I'm always going to be willing to learn something new.
Right.
When you got people, I know some of y'all know some people. My pastor calls this out on Sunday. He's like, some people in this church think they're perfect. They put the chest out. Right? So, and let me tell you, it was very quiet. When he said, I was like, ooh, got somebody. Think about, yes, only God is perfect.
Yeah.
So that means your ideas not always perfect. Your thoughts, come on now, are not always perfect. Your actions are not always perfect. But know that with the leftovers and all the things that you get in life, you could always humble yourself enough to do better, to be a better mom, a better coworker, a better businesswoman, right? To be a better person. Somebody type in the chat, I am always willing to do better. And that's all that we are called to do on a day-to-day basis, to wake up and do our best, right? Be proud of what you did get done today and not focus on what you didn't get done. Count the good things. Don't count the bad. Count the solutions and not the problems. All these things are transitions of mind that we all have to make on a day-to-day basis and say, you know what? I may not have got it right, but I'm here. Just like Silly said in the color purple, I may be ugly, I may be poor, but I'm here. That's survival, right? I'm dealing with a boss that told me that if I'm on her team, she expects perfection. Pray for her. Because you know what it is? I
That's
feel like
stressful.
God has called your boss to be in your life. You need to pray for her, because it's not that she wants you all to be perfect. She probably is going through something at home. Because I find, especially in work and in sometimes in ministry, we get sometimes women who have an out of control home or out of control lifestyle, and they come to the workplace, to the corporate office, to the church or whatever, and they just want to control everybody.
Yeah.
Right? They want to control everybody. You got to pray for her. You really got to pray for her. And let me tell you something. She could say all that, and God, you still be there. You probably be at that job longer than her. You probably going to be promoted beyond her. So don't look at, I wish I had that transition of mindset when I had worked for corporate, and understanding that this attitude this coworker's giving me, she's not giving it to me.
Right.
She's going through something, and I need to really pray for her. Right? Don't worry about trying to be a disappointment to her, be perfection to her. You do your job. And that's all you can do. Nobody can fire you or let you go or write you up if you are doing your job. You focus on being acceptable to God, not to her, and you just keep praying for her. You got to pray for people that are out of order. You know what I mean? Or ain't got the right mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what they're going through. Child could be getting beat up at home, or something could be happening. You just got to pray for people, and you just love me. That's the one thing. We really got to approach people with love. And I know that's hard, especially when you don't want to fool with certain people, especially at work. You still got to walk in love. Because sometimes, even if she had said that to me now, you know what I'm saying? I would just smile at her. I would not even have no sense of animosity or anger against her. And understanding that she is a human being, a human soul. God has created her just like he created you. And you, just like you told us a couple of weeks ago, Twonta, we were talking about all the stuff that's going on in the schools and stuff. What did you say? We got to keep praying, because prayer works. Prayer works. Nothing should keep you from God. Even not that boss that's saying what she said. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And ladies, I was saying too about, if you have something going on right now, like you already started something, and you put it to the side because you think it's not valuable enough.
Oh, yes. Talk about that, girl.
You think it doesn't have enough information, or it's not going to be, or put it this way, you already see people doing what you had planned, but you think yours is just going to be lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
No, you still work with that leftover. Still go ahead, because something about yours versus what they have is still will stand out. It will still stand out.
Amen.
Some of you have started some modules. You probably have worked on a few of them, but now you've been around a group of people that has some modules, and it's pretty much the information is kind of similar to what you have, and you don't know it from Adam or whatever, but y'all have the same similar idea or
similar concepts.
Right. And you just taking that as a defeat. You take it as defeat. You're like, I don't, because she already got it. She's already doing it and everything. Why? I meet out there, people would think that I'm trying to copycat or whatever. No. Trust me. There's a lot. Listen, there's so many books out here in this world. You know what? If it was an author right now that, that want to write a book about education, and they see this like thousands of books.
There's so many books on that.
That person, I don't even think that, would that person want to stop? Or would they just what, but this my book, my explanation about education is going to be totally different, because I can reach this particular group of audience that can understand what I'm talking about.
That's right.
You may not attract everybody, but you will.
And you're not supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? So don't cheat yourself like that. Continue with the same momentum, continue with the same speed, work with that leftovers. And I'm telling you, if you get back on that thing, I'm telling you, it's going to open up so many opportunities for you.
Yes, it is.
So many opportunities for you. Let's go to the last point we got for you for the night, ladies.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody say, let's go in the chat.
Yeah, baby. Close the gap and walk over it.
Ooh.
Close the gap and walk over it. What I
My
mean by
God.
that is, okay, so here's the deal, y'all. Y'all looking at the issues that has a major hole in the middle, and y'all still looking at it, trying to figure out, well, how are we going to fix it? How are we going to take care of it? Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know what to do about it. And then you stay stuck in that confusion. And
Yes.
here's the thing, y'all, because see, this gap is just a hindrance to what God has for you on the other
Amen.
side. That's basically what it is. And you allowing
Mm.
that gap to threaten you, to have you think that you're not qualified enough, have you think that you
Mm.
don't have the capabilities to really solve the issue. But yes, you can. You can
Mm.
shut it down. You have the capabilities of shutting down some things that has been a hindrance, that has been a fear in your life. What is
Yes.
that in your life? Put that down there, ladies. I want you to put it in the comment. What has been the gap in your life that has
Amen.
caused you to step back a bit, that has caused you to cry, that has caused you to say, I don't know if I can do this no more? What
Mm-hmm.
is that gap? What and how long has it been like that for you? It may have been two
Mm-hmm.
weeks. It may have been going on for a couple of months. It may have been going since the beginning of this year, right?
Right. Right.
Try to work around it. You try to work above it. No, now you got to close up the gap. Close
Yes.
it down and walk over it. What I mean by walk over it, meaning that that's the devil under your feet,
Ooh,
period. Because
yes.
again, the gap is a hindrance. The gap is nothing but fear. It's telling
Yes.
you you're not this, you're not that, telling you that you're not gonna get over this. You're not gonna get over this problem. You
Right.
always gonna
Right.
grow. You're not going to be famous. You're not going to, that's a lie from the pit. Close that gap.
Mm.
Shut it up, shut it down altogether and walk over it. If you want to stomp over it, do what you got to do. But what you're not going to do, you ain't going to tell me that I'm not going to be successful. And
I
that's how you
love.
got to come to your
Yes.
end.
I love what Diane said. She put it up. Put her comment up, Therese.
What did she say?
I want to see what you got to say about that. Twonta. Yes.
Seriously, y'all, you got, I'm telling you, because a lot of us sisters, she said fear and insecurity. Yes, fear and insecurity. We still have that insecurity about ourselves. We have our insecurity about the lack of our pedigree, that we only have
Mm-hmm.
this, we only have a high school degree, or we have a college degree, but we don't have a master's or a doctorate, or whatever the case may be. We fear that we're not equipped enough because we haven't been back in school for a minute. Life
Mm-hmm.
has changed us around. This person said this weight issue has been a gap for years, but I'm not going to let it hold me
Nope.
back. Girl, listen, butt and gut, I could tell you they are close to
Girl.
me every day.
Yes.
Okay, butt
Yes.
and gut. I'm telling you the truth. But you know what? I still keep it moving. I
Yep.
still keep it going, honey. Butt and gut just got to go where I tell them to go. Sometimes they don't want to go to the gym, but I'm going to go.
Yeah.
You're going to go with me. You ain't got no choice in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sometimes I got to put myself on the fast. They don't like fast. Flesh don't like fast. Flesh want to just, you got to do what you got to do. But you're not going to allow that issue, that fear, that discomfort to tell you not to continue, right? You got to keep going. You can shut it down real quick. Just like
Mm-hmm.
you shut people down real quick with your mouth, then you need to learn how to use that mouth against the enemy.
Amen.
Plain and simple, because you got the power in you to do so.
That's right.
You got the power within you to do so. Don't allow
Mm-hmm.
that issue, that gap, that problem. The gap could be not just only things. Gap could be people.
Yes, it can.
People could block you. People can stop you. People can say all kinds of nasty things about
Mm-hmm.
you because they don't want to see you succeed.
That's
They
right.
don't want to see your marriage succeed. They don't want to see you grow in your ministry. They don't want to see you grow in life. So
Yep.
they will do whatever they got to do, whether it's your friends, whether your co-workers, whether it's family, cousins, uncles, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody out there that's totally against what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You are giving them the power. You giving them that platform to continue to come down on you, and shut it down. So and walk over it. It's time for you to move. That's all I gotta say on that.
That's right. And here's the thing also about as we want to transition some things, whether it be physically or mentally. Case in point, the comment about the weight loss. If you don't love wh- how you look now, you ain't gonna love it more when you
Yeah.
make when you lose the weight or when you resolve the weight issue. So you gotta embrace and just be in love with the rolls, the stretch marks, the cellulite, and all the things.
There you
And
go.
don't make it, don't call it issue. Just say this is the stage I am right now, and I'm in love. And you can still be in love with where you are right now while you are progressing to make alterations with yourself, whether it be internally or externally. You know what I'm saying? Because we all go through moments in our lives where our weights are up, our weights are down, our health is up, our health is down. But
Mm-hmm.
why should we worry or make it an issue? If we do that, it's only going to get worse. It's almost like the saying: if you focus on the negative, the more negative will happen. If you focus on the positive, the more positive will happen. So we really got to really transition our thoughts and really transition how our words, because words are power. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Words are very powerful. And I'm not saying this as this perfect person. There's times where I look in the mirror and I'm not happy with what I look back, but I
Yeah.
still have to talk myself out of that stinking thinking of, well, I'm the way I am because this is where the way I'm called to look, right? And when
Exactly.
I'm ready to change that, I'll change it. But I'm still
Yeah.
going to embrace the way I am right now and just enjoy the process of changing. So
Yeah.
again, ladies, going to the negative issues, challenges, saying all those words, it doesn't make it better. You're just recognizing the problem, but that's not really solving. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You got to really say, I'm going to be humble and blessed because there's a lot of people all over the world that are dying,
Girl,
getting killed. I mean, so much stuff is going on. I was just telling my kids
Lord.
that the other day. These little problems y'all got don't mean nothing to you if you look at somebody else who lives 3,000, 4,000, 50,000 miles from you. So we really just got to really be in our blessed state. You know what I'm saying? And then move
Mm-hmm.
forward from there. Hmm.
I'm glad you said that too
Yeah.
about thinking because again,
Oh, yeah.
that's a gap. That's a hindrance.
Yes, it is.
We all go through that sometimes, ladies.
Yes, we
We
do.
fight that pretty much almost every day for the majority of us, because there's a calling on our lives, right? There's
Hmm.
a calling on our lives, and the enemy doesn't want us to achieve what God has called us to do. So
No, he does
he will
not.
go ahead and tempt us. He will go ahead and put this stuff in our mind, this image of our failures, of our weaknesses, this, that, or whatever, and we have to sit there and have a debate meeting against
Amen.
ourselves, to figure
Yeah.
out, can I do this? I don't know. I don't think nobody's gonna buy my book. I don't think nobody. Well, I don't know. Because I haven't. You know,
Right, right.
and that's just wasting time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You just breathing all of this contamination of garbage. Stop it, stop it, stop it. And that's
Yes,
what I gotta say
please.
to myself sometimes. I
You
say,
got to
Twan,
tell yourself that sometimes. Stop it, you know?
yes. And you have to. I said, Twan, shut up. Just shut up. Just do it. I mean, and I have to do it. I just do it
Mm,
because I know what I have endured. I went through that stuff. It was deep for me, but I know every now and then as you start to elevate and you start to make some major decisions in your career and your ministry or whatever it is, that's when the enemy wants to come in and creep in every now
amen.
and then and start saying some things about yourself, and then you start to sit there and ponder. I ain't got time to ponder.
Nope.
He
Nope.
ain't got time, right? And neither do you. None of you
Accept
ladies
and move
out there,
forward.
except to move forward. That's what you
Hmm.
need to do. So take this time, ladies. This is July, but I guarantee you, before you start blinking, you gonna realize it's gonna be August already, if not
Already.
September. And let us know, what are you ladies have been doing since the beginning of the year. What have you guys started? Have you started a new business? Have you started a new career? What is it? Put it down in the comments and let us know what you're doing and how far you have gone so far. What has happened in your career? What has happened in your business so far? Right? Is there a hindrance? Share that too. Maybe there is something that is a gap in your life that you really. Here's the thing too. I realize too. Sometimes we don't even recognize that there's a gap.
Hmm. Very
We
true.
get so clouded with other things. We don't even realize that the issue that we're thinking about is the problem.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people may have to say something just to put that light bulb in your head. You were like, I never knew. I never knew that was a problem. I never knew that could be my hindrance. That could be my setback or what have you. You know what I mean? So let us know, ladies, very quickly, as we get ready to move on to our next segment, which is called What's News.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes, let us know what you guys have been doing. But this is our next segment. It's called What's News. What's News is a opportunity where we share some articles of what's happening across the world with our sisters and just people in general, that they're doing some great and wonderful things. And you normally don't hear about this on the news, but we just want to be the ones to share it with you. And you have the opportunity to go ahead and pass that What's News to your sister friends or on your social media platform, and and just get to be alert and to be supportive. And if they live in your neck of the woods, you could go and check them out too. So let's go to our What's News. We have a couple of things we want to share with you. I know I have put something there, and I know our girl Teresa has also posted something there for us to check out. Oh yeah, there's my girl right here, honey.
What?
Girl, I love this sister right here. This queen right here. How many of you ladies like to gift wrap?
I don't like to gift wrap.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Who likes to gift wrap? She can do it for me.
Because this sister right here, this is her ministry, but she takes gift wrapping to a whole nother level.
Ooh, she is into it.
Don't do gift wrapping like back in the day when Christmas holiday shopping was the bomb diggity, and you went back to Macy's or Nordstrom's or those high stores, and they had the gift wrapping section where people could gift wrap professionally for you, honey. My sister has this as her own business.
Wow.
She has her own boutique in Georgia, I believe, and she takes gift wrapping to a whole nother level.
Wow.
Okay, she was an inspiration, and I wasn't looking for her on purpose, because I like to look at some of the reels here on Instagram, and I just happened to came across her video, one of her videos, not this one in particular, but she was actually doing
a video. She is doing that,
baby. And Teresa, if you can show some still pictures of her work.
Yeah, some still pictures.
Yeah, if you can, so everybody get to see. She was doing this video. I think it was a sweet 16 birthday party, and she crafts too, but she crafts in her gift in gift wrapping. And this chick is bad. I'm telling you,
she is doing it.
Baby, she has her own little school. I won't say school, but it's like a class. She actually teaches you how to do this type of
wow
thing. So that's why I was asking, who likes to gift wrap? Oh, you don't even have to like gift wrapping. Maybe you just, maybe it's just look at that. She takes it. It's
that's
an art.
Nice.
It's an art. And girlfriend is just awesome. And she had said something in one of her videos that really had me really look at what I was going through at the time. Because, my daughter had just recently had her graduation party. Yeah, she does. Look at the balloons. That's handmade.
What?
She's doing it now. See what she's doing?
Wow.
Every single one of those balloons. And there's people that will actually request her to have balloons made and designed. She even did a party. This is a part of this whole thing here. That's for a party that she was her and her staff had to come by and create for. I think it was for a 45th or 50-year-old man or something. I forgot what it was. It was amazing. Amazing. This girl. Oh,
doing it. I'm looking at her Instagram right now.
Yes, honey. She had posted something about, whatever you got, you work with it. Don't let anything or anybody don't let anything or anybody stop you, including yourself.
Amen.
And she just blessed me, because I was going through a little something when I was in the process, because I did all of the decor for my baby's graduation party, and I was just having a moment trying to get the centerpiece together, and I couldn't get it because it was just certain things that just wasn't available. So I was just really beating myself down. And I know I can create. I know I'm a good crafter. I know
Yes, you
I got
are.
it going on. But that thing was beating me down. And I have to believe that God just directed me to this woman's page here.
Wow,
And
look at that.
you see it? And when
Ooh,
she had posted that, it just had me to just say, okay, Lord, I receive it. I receive it. That next day I got down to the nitty-gritty and start. Can I show it to you, Therese? I mean Teresa. Tisha, can I show you?
share it.
Yeah, can I show you what I created for my
Yeah,
baby?
go ahead, show
Look
it.
at this, Lord. Look at that.
You
Look, look,
know I
look,
never say no.
look at that. Look at that. Look at
That
that.
is pretty.
Go back and show that, Teresa.
Yeah, I'm over here looking at her Instagram, but y'all let us know what y'all think. Therese has provided the link for you guys to follow this young woman on Instagram. So definitely follow her. Like and follow her page on Instagram. Comment on some of her posts right now, and support her business. By engaging with her content. So this is good because, like I told y'all before, your gifts will make room for you, and this is a gift. Some of y'all couldn't even imagine somebody build a business where they're being paid to design balloons. I used to
Yeah.
work at Party City, honey. We weren't designing no balloons, honey. You just pick a color and how many you want, and we'll blow it up for you. Go ahead and
Yeah.
show us that. Trees, blow up.
This is the centerpiece, y'all. This is the centerpiece that I designed and created for my baby's party. And I made 8 of these. And I was still kind of concerned about it and everything, but I just went on ahead and did it. I already had the majority of the stuff, but I ordered some roses and stuff, the blue roses and everything like that, and ordered some of these flowers, and I just went along with it. And believe it or not, there was people that had complimented they loved the whole decor. Her colors, as you can see, was blue and white. And I just went on ahead and put it on the table, had the white tablecloths. I took what you call those things, oh my god, bandanas. And I just went on ahead and put bling around the perimeter of the bandanas and made it made like a centerpiece with
Right.
this as well. So this here is nothing but pool noodle. The pool noodles you buy from Dollar Tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I just cut it in half. And then I just went on ahead and put the flowers in different directions, and I
Right.
cascaded it with some pearls
Oh, that's
and with some
pretty.
crystals. I don't know if you can see the crystals, but yeah, with the crystals and everything, I let it fall
In
around it, and
the
I
in between the flowers. Oh,
in
that's
between the
gorgeous.
flowers. Yeah. So these are things that I did here. Now, I mean, again, I was kind of skeptical, but my baby was excited. She loved it. She said it was so pretty. The whole aesthetic of it was absolutely gorgeous. And so again, I was having my doubt. Just we were just
Mm-hmm.
talking about this. That was like a gap for me. I was having my doubts
Mm-hmm.
about my worth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just didn't want to just put anything out there, right? And I know how I am. But this
Mm-hmm.
here on that video that we just saw, she just blessed me tremendously
I
because she
know
said,
she
whatever
did.
you have, work with it, right? And I was like, wow, wow. And I mean, if she could go ahead and take beautiful paper, and not even just paper, she used shawls, she used
Ooh.
linen, and she wraps it up. I'm telling you, y'all gotta really look at her page. You will be so impressed by the work. She does AKAs, Delta Sigma, she does sorority boxes, all of that stuff. She does whatever you
Ooh.
ask for. I'm telling you, it just blew my mind. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I hope you
Thank
guys will.
you for sharing that with us, because that's like so motivational when you
It
see
is.
things like that. And it's so interesting how you were having that difficulty and just God just made y'all two cross paths. And that's how he works sometimes. Sometimes, God be in your timeline. He
Exactly.
be in your algorithms. So while y'all out there complaining about the algorithms, you say, God, change the algorithms for me, honey. I know, you made Mark Zuckerberg. He ain't no God, outside of
Right,
you or
right, right,
beside
right,
you, honey. So
right.
change the algorithms for me, God,
Yeah,
please. So
yeah.
y'all say that prayer tonight.
Let's
Yes.
go to our next one. Therese had posted this earlier today.
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
This the last one for you ladies before we move on to our afterglow. But the next what's news, ladies, that we want to share with you. This is a phenomenal article piece that our girl Teresa came across. This is the girls here, our beauties. This is Venus and
The
Serena.
tennis girls.
Yes, they have
Wow.
bought a stake in Miami Dolphins, the national football team, y'all. Yes, girl. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder what made them do that.
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out now.
That is awesome. I didn't hear about that.
And y'all, they are the first female African Americans to hold an ownership stake in the NFL franchise. Come through. Okay. This is absolutely amazing.
Yes, it is.
Wow. So they say that Venus and Serena Williams are ready for some football. The tennis stars are joining Mark Anthony. So there's other celebrities that are also partnering owners with the NFL League, the Miami Dolphins. The announcement at the Palm Beach Gardens, Florida residents will become the first female African Americans to hold an ownership stake in the NFL franchise. And two of the few African-American league-wide to hold their unique distinction was made by Stephen Ross, owner and managing partner of the Dolphins. And Serena says she's so excited to be a part of such a renowned organization. She said, having spent so much time in her childhood in the area, being involved with the staple Miami culture is a huge honor. And of course, they look forward to many championships and much success together with the Dolphins. Venus also said, I'm honored to be a partner with the Dolphins franchise and thankful to Stephen Ross for allowing Serena and I to be part of the Dolphins' history. It goes on to say, what they say here. I'm just reading. I'm just scanned right now because it's a long story.
Yeah. Teresa's putting the link for you guys in the chat so y'all can go ahead and read the full article.
So basically, they just want, they are excited to be a part of this here, and to really, just try something different, something new. And, as well, there are other celebrities like Jennifer Lopez is part of this with the Miami Dolphins. And
she is?
Yeah, you got Jennifer Lopez, Gloria, and Emilio Estevan. And a few other celebrities out there, Mark Anthony. They they also have a stake in this too as well. Mike D, who's the CEO of the Miami Dolphins, says that they are focused on diversifying the fan base and broadening their reach. They said having these high-profile celebrities owning some of the team will help us get more people to the games and add excitement around the event. And it doesn't hurt that they all love football.
Okay.
Yeah. So to further promote the ethnic diversity, the Dolphins will strengthen and improve their entertainment element by getting Lopez, Estefan, and Anthony to entertain at games.
Oh, that'd be good. He's a good performer.
Anthony's performance is set for during the Miami Dolphins versus New York Jets game coming October 12th, which is on a Monday, as part of Hispanic Heritage Month. Okay, so basically, they're excited to have this high-profile list of celebrities, and they definitely will take full advantage of, using them to broaden the the fan base. That's also bringing in the money too, as well. Because you're going to have these persons, like Mark Anthony, Jennifer Lopez, and whoever else on that list to perform and to do some other things behind the scenes as well. So this is huge. This is
very huge.
And this is great to see beautiful, gorgeous sisters such as Venus and Serena to do something this massive. This is amazing, y'all. Anything is possible, ladies. Anything is possible. You never know how God can work things out for you and how it could change the whole trajectory of your career. This is amazing. So this is all of what we have to share for you on What's News, ladies. I hope this was exciting news for you. Please make sure to pass it along to your sister friends and on feed as well, so everybody can get get excited and support as well. So we're going to move on to our afterglow.
Yes.
As our girl Leticia was saying, it's an opportunity for all of us to meet after the show is over, where we can recap and just talk a little bit freely. Of course, there's no cameras involved. You don't have to be there to show your face. We're just there for a good 30 to 45 minutes tops, and just having a great conversation. That's about it. So you're all welcome. And I know Therese has already had posted the link, so you guys can just go ahead and click on that bad boy and then come on in the room where we can just go ahead and just be free.
Yes.
Just have fun. Anything you want to say, my girl, before we go?
That's all I have to say. And please, ladies, make sure you continue to tune in every week. Make sure you share out the show, even if you're watching this on the replay. We got some awesome topics to discuss for this next 10 weeks. And we would love for you guys to join along this movement with us. So we are going to close out for the afterglow. We want to see y'all all there, honey. We haven't seen y'all in about 2 weeks, so we miss y'all. So please join us right now. You can switch over and we'll add you on in. The link is open to one and all. So we'll see you in the afterglow. Remember, love on your sister. Peace.
See you next week. Bye.